bells and whistles tonight, just coming in. We'll hang out for a few minutes. Maybe I'll go over a couple things going on in social media. And then when we're done, we're done. So let's see what we got going on tonight here. See what is going on. You guys know that Coachella is happening this weekend. So, and it is so funny. I I really laugh because I see them do this like almost every year to Uzi. Everybody always points out Uzi. But I think it's funny. Y'all know that boy is zesty acting. Y'all know that. Hey Heidi, y'all know that he is like that. So it's beyond me why everybody acts all surprised at his behavior and stuff like that. So, hey, Star Olivia. So, I'm about to share my screen real quick, you guys, and let's see what we have. What couple things do we have going on? Let's see. Let's see. Share. Now, this is something that I saw, you guys, and let's get to it. This, let me see, is there okay. So here is a video, and I'm gonna let it play. In the white, that's Justin Bieber. In this little teal little vest is Will Smith's son. Now, are young men going and doing this to one another in greeting? Watch it again, you guys. It's about to play again. Watch when he comes up on Justin Bieber from behind. That's okay? Mm, I don't know, y'all. Y'all got to tell me how these young boys is out here doing it because okay, Heidi says that show is Illuminati. Pay attention to some, most actually not all. Okay, so that I thought that was a little odd. Now here's something. This is serious, you guys. Let's listen. It says Iran launches dozens of drones and missiles into Israel.
In the region. U.S. officials confirming that U.S. forces have shot down some of those Iranian drones headed towards Israel. At this hour, you can see some of the video. Some of those Iranian projectiles have reached Israel. Air raid sirens heard in Jerusalem and elsewhere throughout the country. Explosions are being heard. Israel's defenses intercepting. Iran had vowed to retaliate for Israel's deadly strike on the Iranian consulate in Syria 12 days ago, killing 13 people, including several top Iranian military leaders. Israel has been on high alert for days now. President Biden cutting short his weekend in Delaware, returning to the White House, meeting with his national security team in the Situation Room. Let's get right to that. ABC News has confirmed Iran
Okay.
launching an attack.
So this is just something that to, keep abreast. I don't know if anyone has family members that are serving in the military, but I know um more things happen, on a daily basis, and the US is either being asked, and I don't know. You guys tell me what you think about it. I understand, that okay, we're super powder, blah, 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 But my thing is, how come sometimes we just can't mind our business? Hey, truth will make you free. Star, anybody I'm missing? Yes. So it's like, I remember we were on Banger's platform and we were talking about the military. And I remember saying that that I would not want my son to join the military in this day and age because there used to be a time where, and I don't even think it's cowardly for me to say this. I don't think it's being, cowardly for me to say it. But there used to be a day and time where our young people could join the military, and only in extreme cases, were you going to be deployed or go be sent somewhere. But nowadays, a young person joining the military, they're gonna be sent somewhere. They're going to be put in harm's way. And the thing of it is, it's always about something that has nothing to do with us. And that's what I take issue with with the military these days. We're always too quick to get into something that has nothing to do with us. And I wouldn't want my child dying over that, you know. Um, I can appreciate people in the military and them saying, hey, if something really goes down, we're here, we're here to stand up. But I don't agree that just because we have a segment of people, our military forces being the segment, that we should be putting them unnecessarily in harm's way about issues that don't have anything to do with us. Like we're one of the only countries that is always inserting ourselves into other people's and other countries' problems, you know? Okay. And so yeah, that's something that I'm just a little like, ugh, you know, I just kind of cringe when I saw that these two countries are going at it. And of course, the United States is going to insert ourselves into these two countries' problems. And there, how many of our young people um, will be at risk due to it? So I don't know. People may not agree with, my stance on it, but that is my stance. Okay. Here's the link. Banger asked for the link. So I'll put it there and I'll pin it. Come on up here. If you actually want to join and be active in the conversation, click the link. But if you're just relaxing and chilling, keep it just chill in the chat. But if you do want to come and be part of the conversation, oh, let's see what's Heidi saying. What's Heidi saying? Heidi said, Candy, you were the one that changed my mind when we all had that conversation. I retracted not minding if my sons go in the military. Now I say, hell no. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, as parents, we have to think about it. Like, think about as of late, all the things that have gone on. And it's none of our business. Hey, Daniel Berry, Sports Highlights. Thanks for coming through. Appreciate you being here. Hey, Banga.
Hey, I forgot I didn't need no link. I forgot.
Yes, you did it.
Hey, you when you was talking about the United States, I said that they act like they gangsters. They always wanna uh get in something and
Yes.
spend billions of dollars doing it though.
Yeah. And then want to tell us, the people, how many trillions and trillions in debt we are. And they already know that, like, I'm not even gonna lie, you guys. Yeah, there's people that are making money and earning good livings, but a lot of people and hardworking people these days are struggling. Look, you go to you look, how was groceries the last time you went to the grocery store, Z-Banger or Heidi? Groceries are expensive as hell.
Especially some
Everybody down
oxtails.
here is struggling. Who look, stop eating them damn oxtails. Look, you gonna get a half an oxtail, or you gonna get an oxtail that's thin as hell because people trying to make stuff stretch these days. So um I think it's just a little crazy, like I said, that it's definitely something to think about because in these day and times where I know that our military forces are not just here for our protection and to make sure things are here in our country, they're really just, you know, being sent out to all these other countries. Oh, such and such has this going on. Let's send some troops over there and let's send a couple $1 billion over there that we don't even have. I don't know. I just think the whole thing is BS. Not I'm not speaking on our military personnel at all. I'm just talking about some of the things. Like for instance, Canada. Canada is just as evolved of a country as the United States. But you don't hear about Canada extending themselves all the time like this. They help, they do help, but they're not extending themselves to the lengths that the United States does. And to be honest with you, Canada is thriving in some ways that we're behind in, like healthcare and everything. We still don't have healthcare for our citizens here, but Canada does because Canada keep their money to their damn self. That's all I'm saying.
That's why we stay in debt, Candy. That's all.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Now let's see what's going on. So something is brewing with Drake, Rick Ross, and a diss record. So let's see if we can piece it together what's going on.
Oh, I just heard something like that too. I'm not sure what's going on, but I just heard that.
Yeah, and it's gonna be a little crazy, y'all, because y'all know we're not gonna play no music. Whoop, there we go. They try to come in hot with some music. So it says Rick Ross's new record reveals he unfollowed Drake after the rapper sent a cease and desist to French Montana. Now, see, speaking of inserting yourself in other people's shit, what did that have to do with you, Rick Ross? Hmm. Was he wrong to do that? Or is he just being down with his friend? What you think,
Wait, you
man?
said Drake sent. I mean, wait, you said Drake sent French Montana a cease and desist.
That's what they're saying. And they're saying that's the reason that Rick Ross unfollowed Drake. So it says Rick Ross is sending major shots towards Drake in his new diss record, which is a response to Drake's alleged diss track that seemingly leaked today. This is just a small bit of what he had to say. He reveals that Drake sent a cease and desist to French Montana as he was putting together a project. Rick Ross says he then unfollowed Drake after that. I mean, did this have anything to do with you? What are your thoughts on that?
Uh,
What?
they supposed to be living as gangsters and gangster rules and
Mhm.
um ain't Drake down with what's that boy name? The older guy uh from Houston.
Oh,
mm,
the Prince guy, Jay Prince.
right, okay, right.
Mhm.
They supposed to be some gang affiliate and everything, and he's sending cease and desist.
Look, Drake trying to do things the legal way. What's wrong with doing things the legal way?
Right, right,
Is that wrong?
right.
So, let's see what's going on. Let's see what else is going on. Um. Oh, this is a good question, you guys. I'm gonna put it out here in the chat. What year would you go back to if you had a time machine? I'm going to go back to 1995. I'm not going to tell you why I'm going back to 1995, but I'm going back to 1995. And I'm going to change my whole life. I'm going to change the trajectory of my whole life by going back to 1995. What about you, Banger? If you had a time machine, what year would you go back to?
I need 1996.
You got to go back to 1996?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now I said I wasn't saying why, but that don't mean you why you want to go back to 1996?
Because in 1996, that's when they put that bogus charge on me and got me
Oh, okay.
4 years. So I need to go back to 1996. I need my 4 years back. Thank you.
I know that's right. I know that's right because you know what? With that happening to you, like literally that changed a lot of things in your life, I'm sure. Things that sometimes you may sit and think about, but literally getting some bogus charges and you said 4 years, you lost 4 years?
4 years, some bogus charges.
Yeah. So what all could have happened in that time while you were dealing with that? So yeah. So Heidi B said that she would go back to 1990. Okay. Heidi B, what happened in 1990 you wanted to change? Okay, so that was a good what if question. Let's see. And I'm glad we all know our time. Whose baby is this? Let me see.
So glad we all know our time.
Yep. Okay. Sexy Red and her son shared their first basketball date. I thought that was a little girl. But she got a cute little boy. Cute little boy. Okay. There we go. So it says here, congratulations. Brittany Griner and her wife Sherelle are expecting their first child together. Now, as you guys may know, Brittany Griner, this is where were they holding her at? I don't want to say, I don't know why I want to say Russia.
Russia,
Was
Russia.
it Russia? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were holding her, and her wife are expecting um a baby. So congratulations to them. Fresh new start for them. Okay, so here's more of the drama. Drake trends as people discuss an unconfirmed diss track against Kendrick Lamar, Metro Boomin, Future, and others that surfaced online. Hmm. This meme right here says me trying to figure out if this Drake leak is AI or not. Those AI things, when heard them saying, heard some of them, they did sound just like them. I said, "Oh, this is definitely gonna be a problem in music."
Yeah, some AI things is definitely gonna be a problem. Wait till they start adapting people's faces to it.
Ooh,
Huh?
ooh. Is this something that Drake said? Worry about whatever going on with you and Diddy. Oh my God, is that a line he threw to somebody? Who did he direct that to?
Wait, where he said that at the game?
Look, we might need to get to Twitch because I got to hear this diss track.
Oh, good idea. Good idea.
Somebody said, imagine working on two collab albums with Future, producing the best beats, telling people to pick a side, making everybody diss Drake on your albums. And he just tells you, Metro, sit your A down and play some drums, Ninja. Okay. Oh, wow. So they said this is what they're saying that Drake said in this diss. Can't believe he jumping in this. Ninja turning 50. Every song that made it on the chart he got from Drizzy. Worry about whatever going on with you and Diddy. And then it says Rick Ross on the phone with his team when he heard Drake diss drop. Oh, is that so that's what he said to Hey Heidi. So that's what
Hey
he said to
y'all,
Rick Ross. No wonder Rick Ross is mad.
we gotta go. Let's go to Twitch so we can hear it.
Yeah, I want to hear it. Let me
But
see if
he
this
was
is.
with Diddy too, some a lot of times too. So I'm confused. And French Montana, they all was together before many times.
What is this? Drake drop and give me 50, and then Kendrick is doing it? What in the world? We got to hear this.
I heard they battling. It's something going on with them.
Uh-huh. It
It's
says
like they
The
all trying
Drake
to blow
disc
off
got
on what.
copyrighted.
It's
Oh
like
my
they all
God,
trying
it's
to blow
real.
off what's going on. That's weird.
Uh-huh. Look, they're
Said you
trying to
said
distract us.
you said Drake this got copyrighted.
Yeah, it says the Drake disc got copyrighted. Oh my God, it's real. So this is a real something. Oh, is
It's
he gonna put it out,
Ooh,
y'all?
we gotta hear it. They said it was out today. I don't know
Oh
what is
my
it
goodness.
called.
Somebody said the fact no one can tell if it's real or AI says a lot about Drake's music, but maybe that's for another time.
Uh, uh, uh,
Oh my God. Leave Drake alone. Let's
so
see.
who is Drake signed to now? Is it still what's
Oh, I
called?
have no idea.
Wasn't he signed to The Rock? Because
I
he
have
was
no idea.
independent for so long. Then he was around Lil Wayne and them. And I thought he had signed to Jay-Z, to the Rock Nation. I thought. I forgot. I'm about to look it up.
Now, this is something I thought was weird. Before I put it up here, did you guys know that Lil Kim is dating a 24-year-old? Now we're gonna drag her just like we drag the rest of these old heifers with these young boys. I don't care if he is legal. What are you doing, a 24-year-old? And this he literally over here looking like her son.
That's good. It was a really nice Adidas party. You see this? This is Adidas. Let me show you. It is fire, bro. Can you see it, babe? Wait, make sure you can see it because I can't. I can't. Look.
Right
you
there.
see it?
Yep,
You see
yep.
the
Yeah, we
black
see
and white
it.
stripe?
Nah, we seen it. Yeah, for sure.
This is fire. I'm not gonna lie. I like this. They kind of like gave me the fire, the most custom made. We got some really secret shit going on with Adidas. Adidas. Look.
Who is this? Who is
These
this
my
woman?
favorite sneakers.
And what did she do with Little Kim?
He's my favorite. I love these. And they're gonna next time you see them, it's gonna say Little Kim Queen Bee in the back.
But I was like, but yeah.
What the fuck?
Candy, I had recorded that. I had saw that. I swear I didn't know who that
Ugh.
was with Little Kim, but I recorded it.
Uh,
I still got it in my phone. I ain't know who the kid was.
My
and,
oldest
and
child
you
is
literally,
32.
yeah.
My oldest child is 32. My bonus son. I cannot even imagine at 52 years old being with somebody that much younger than me. Well, we ain't got shit in common, baby. I can't play tiddlywinks with you all day. The fuck? No, I'm not sitting there teaching a little boy how to be a man. I'm not your mama.
What's the youngest you would date, Heidi?
At 52, I can say the one person that I would still date, he's 40. He's 12 years younger than me. But he's got his shit together. He got a farm. He got everything. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, well,
Okay.
since you said that, so if he was 30 and he had a farm and he had his shit together, it'd be cool then.
Nope. Because he's still
Oh,
younger than my children.
okay, just asking.
No,
But you threw
definitely
that
not that.
out
I'm just saying I wouldn't.
there.
I would date him again because I know that he's stable, and I ain't got to sit there and teach him how to be a fucking man. He's already a man and a great father, so I wouldn't have to worry about that. But that's neither here nor there because I'm not.
What's the youngest you would ever date, Banger? I'm gonna say 42. So 10 years. I would give 10 years.
You said the youngest you'll date is 42?
Yeah.
Nah, the youngest I date maybe about 30, 32.
It's a little different with men, I think, and I
Oh yeah, because men, their entire aim is just to get somebody as young as possible that still wants to
No,
fuck
no,
them.
that's not
That
true.
that really is the
About
objective with men. Let me
no,
get somebody as young as I possibly can that still wants to fuck my old ass. That's men. Women
no.
women still want to be able to talk to you and have a conversation with you and possibly build something where the younger person is not where you're going to feel like okay they're not missing out on something because our age difference isn't that great. You know what I'm saying? Men don't give a damn.
Okay, can I talk now?
Hmm.
Okay. I thought we were asking what was the youngest we'd date. I mean, I thought that was the question. I didn't know it was, a trick question. Uh,
trick question about it.
where
I'm done.
cause you said,
Hey,
what
Gold Digger.
did go thinking? I said, oh man, you turned it into something else. It was supposed
No,
to be this
no, I didn't.
question. What what you would date? What's the youngest you would date? Right. So a person would say a number. Well, I would date, around this age because, my daughter or son is this age, and you know, and you said the youngest you would date is 42, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Um, I mean that's good. I mean, well, everybody got their own preference. Everybody got their own preference. But
Yeah.
we definitely gonna ask this question again. I want y'all to remember this question. So, you know, I Candy said
Could
40.
you could you see yourself as a grown ass man? Could you see yourself dating a 24-year-old woman?
Oh, of course not. 24. She got to be over 30, 35, 30. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, not no 24. No, no, no. That's a baby. That's a baby. Now, you over 30. You over 30 now. You over 30. You're almost 40. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I
Okay.
mean,
Okay.
that's just my opinion. You know.
Y'all are hilarious. I'm crying. Oh my
Hey,
god.
she Lil Uzi Vert.
Okay, well, let's watch this without the music. They say, okay, Lil Uzi Vert had the crowd going crazy
Oh, he
while
did.
Voguing his Coachella performance. He always has a good time at his Coachella performances.
But when I said it was that shit is Illuminati based. If you watch the performances, just like Travis Scott's performances, they're so fucking demonic. And then a lot of the people are on there are new artists and artists that they are rising star artists. So they haven't really got introduced to a lot of shit yet. You know what I'm saying? They're just beginning. So I mean, you think about how many times Beyonce be performing at Coachella. Like, I don't think she's. I don't even know if she's doing it this year because of all the shit that's going on.
Mm. Look at JT, man. Look at that's her man. She's sticking beside him. Look at him.
Ain't it though? I love Lil Uzi Vert. Like when I see him on interviews and stuff, like he's smart as shit. He's very, 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 very smart. That's the crazy thing is like he's like really book smart and shit.
Look at this comment somebody made. Somebody said, "This do not match the type of niggas you be rapping about." Somebody else said, "Girl, I think Uzi want a man."
Well, I mean,
And y'all know she got a song called Sideways. And somebody said, "So you look at him straight and look at everybody else sideways?" Okay, sister. Somebody said JT like bottoms and Miami likes tops.
that means
Somebody said, now this is funny if you know the reference. So I don't know how many people watch P Valley, but somebody in the comments said,
yes.
so Keyshawn just gonna keep lying for little murder, huh? If you know, you know.
Facts.
Somebody else said, this why she's so mad at everybody. Somebody else said, he is the reason she don't twerk. He twerks for both of them.
He does. He twerks in his performances.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler saw that one day, and Tyler he likes colors and stuff. So little Uzi Vert pops out to him, and plus my sister used to play him. He pops this. He watching this today. He turned around and he was doing the dances because he mimics. And I turned around and said, "I wish the fuck you might," because I turned around and I was looking at the TV, and he turned around and was twerking. I said, "What the hell?" And he was like, "Mine." He was telling me that was Lil Uzi Vert. I was like, "I don't give a damn. If you twerk, I'm gonna smack the shit out you." No, you don't twerk.
You definitely don't twerk. Who was twerking? He was watching
Mm-hmm.
Little Uzi Vert.
That Coachella performance, he pulled it up. He was on his TV, and he always, that's why he does so many TikToks, is he mimics everything and he can do all the movements. But then when it got to, he didn't know it, he had never seen it. It was just that it was live, and we were watching it, and he was literally like mimicking and about to do it. He looked at me because he knew, and he was like, "No, that's for girls. That's for girls." I was like, "Yeah, that's for girls." He may be 19 in age, but in mind, he's more like a little 7, 8 year old as far as certain learning disabilities.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, no, we don't twerk. That's not what we do. His brother came in here, my stepson, my bonus son came in today, and he told Tyler, boy, if I ever see you twerking, he said, I'm gonna knock the shit out you. He was like, that is not how we do it.
Oh, he didn't know.
Hey,
No,
Jadon.
it's he good. He just looked because he knew, he was like, Ma, oh, that's for girls. That's
Hey,
for girls.
Janora.
I was just about
Hey
to say.
y'all.
I was just about to say Candy. Did I say it wrong? Okay. I was just about to. Okay. I don't know if
Hey
you want.
everybody in the chat.
I don't know if you want to talk about that girl, Candy.
Which girl?
Up racist one, the TikTok girl. The TikTok girl. I don't know if you want to talk about her though.
Oh, from the clips. You want me to play a couple of clips?
No, no, I don't know if that's what you want to do because I know you be having your.
I have to say, banging
Oh
that
no, it's in the chat, you
that
guys.
that clip you put out a little while ago, that shit was fire. You you did an amazing job on that.
Oh,
Yes, he
thank
did a
you.
good job on that video. He was working on it for days, y'all. Please give him
Well,
his props.
you did an amazing
Please.
job. You did a really good job.
Yes, thank you.
I enjoyed it. I was over here like, cause I be playing my game a lot of times whenever I be listening. But
That's 3
I was
days.
stuck.
3 days right there.
I was stuck on that
3
shit.
days.
Well, your work, it definitely paid off, I think.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome.
Okay, so look, I do have some clips. We can go over a couple clips here. Hold on, let me go to it.
What's that from? Oh, you know what I need?
What?
She was talking about Miss Marla. Because I know at the end when she was giving Miss Marla her flowers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was beautiful. That really
Yeah.
was.
If they clip up a clip of that, I need that. That's dope. That's
Yeah,
dope.
that really,
Oh
that
shit.
that part
Marla.
right there, I was here when it happened, but it was just hearing it again. It was
No,
like,
you know what?
wow.
The way this is being, I'm sorry, Heidi. The way this is, I'm not gonna show
Okay.
it.
All right.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, go ahead, Heidi. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was finished. I had been outside today, so now I'm like keep sniffling and stuff, and I know I touched pollen probably 50 times.
Oh no.
Yeah, well, I'm in South Carolina. It's like, and we're in the valley. We consider the valley, so it's like, oh, the pollen be so bad. My son just sprayed his car off, walked his car off, and the next morning he woke up and he came down here. He walked around the corner and he was like, "Fuck, I wanted to drive my car today, and now it's dirty again." He was like, "It ain't even been 24 hours. It has so much pollen on it already in the morning."
Okay. Well, what you got? Anything that you found, Heidi, that we need to talk about? Let me look at my I haven't really checked my
I
Instagram
think I
today. Let me
sent you
see.
some stuff in the past few days, if I'm not
Let me
mistaken.
see.
I know I sent Bangin some stuff, and I know Bangin be having so much stuff in there, so I try not to send him as much. I send you stuff like that I think will be good for like your panel.
Let me
Yeah.
see.
Damn, kid, they give you all that information. They give you a description and all of that. That's
Mm-hmm.
dope. That's dope. That's all the way dope.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all the
They'll
way.
grade they'll grade it so you can make any changes you want. Yep.
Wow. That's dope. Thank you. Thank you.
I
That's
thought it was definitely worthwhile. Okay, let's
yeah.
see this one right here. Okay, let's see this, you guys. Says, cancel this one. You don't talk about no kids, period, of any condition. Then it's your blood. You're a sicko. I'm so sorry, Krishan. You and Junior in my prayers, mama. So this is Carlissa's stepdaughter. Thinks she should
No,
be
they said
canceled.
she said it's not her. That's not her stepdaughter. In the
Oh,
comments, yeah, she says that's not my stepdaughter. So she's talking.
oh.
She's got she's talking in the comments.
Yeah, Bree just hit me. She said she getting all type of calls. She said it's happening.
What's happening?
You better leave them T pages alone. The fuck?
What she says happening?
You know, the T pages, everybody coming at Carlissa saying that she was talking about rock. But see, what Carlissa did this time, she went up there talking about,
Oh,
you
we've
know,
seen
T
those.
pages and all that shit.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So this one came through from Lady Scorpio. But remember, I was showing y'all this with all this attachment unavailable. But this one did come through. Let's see. And let's see, Heidi, what you got? What you got?
I don't even remember
Oop!
what I said. Y'all know I got a memory span of a peanut.
Look at you guys. Is this going? Hmm. Oh, maybe there's no sound. It says mother leaves her 8-year-old and 6-year-old kids home alone for 5 days to go on a cruise. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
I want. If you look in the comments, you'll see some stuff. But if you go to it, I know it was like, oh my God, she got locked up um for abandoning her children with the intent to come back.
Mm-hmm.
So she's still locked up from what I know. She went on a fucking cruise and left a fucking 6 and an 8-year-old. Like, bro, what? And
Yeah, that's crazy.
had the video phone, like the camera in the house. So she could see what they were doing and tell them what to do and what to make and all that kind of stuff. Bitch, are you stupid?
And had she gotten away with it, that would have been her go-to.
Yep. And people in the comments were like, if I'm not mistaken, if it's the same one, because I've seen it on here a couple times. But they were like, if you don't want your fucking kids, give them up for adoption because there's a lot of people that will want your children. Because you should see them babies. Just being babies and just being a family that would really want a child, want children, or keep the two together, of course. Like, bitch, you don't deserve them kids.
Hey, Marla.
Hey, Marla.
Hey,
Oh, look, all my
Marla,
people are actually inside. How'd that happen? I thought you guys were made a habit of being outside these days. Y'all are inside?
We in the
we
house. Hey,
in the
voracious
house.
one.
We in
We in
Everybody.
the
Candy House.
house.
We in Candy House tonight.
Okay, well, we hanging out in
Yeah.
Candy's. I'm good with that. I like the decor up in Candy's house. It's all good.
Yeah, we over here just for a little quick chat. It was late and nobody was on. And of
I
course,
yeah,
what
I was
happened?
kind of no, I'm trying to catch the tail end of what you guys are talking about because I'm still shook to the core of the astrologer influencer who threw her kid out on the freeway and stabbed her
Oh my
husband and killed
God.
herself.
Yeah.
I just can't. I'm like,
Can you believe it? People are just crazy.
and that's the whole point. I think that nobody wants to address it like that. I don't think people understand how unwound we actually are. So today I
With
turned on my TV. I just had to turn it
with
off.
you would say that was mental health, right?
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt. Without a shadow of a doubt. See, here's the thing about mental health.
Ain't
We
that like
all have
schizophrenia?
we all have differences. No, I don't think schizophrenia. I think sometimes that, sometimes when you don't have a brain balance, you have a fracture, and
Yeah.
you're using even marijuana. You think marijuana, my son used to say that, that, all I need is, I'm like, dude, you're it's, the best way for me to put it is in the terms of his doctor. If I gave you right now an antipsychotic, your brain that is glued would become unglued. His brain is unglued, and antipsychotics glue it together. So if you took, as a brain balanced person, an antipsychotic, you'd unwind. Your brain would fracture. It would fray. It would, your thoughts wouldn't be organized. Nothing would work the way that your executive organization sector of your brain would not function the way that it's functioning. So you're what you feel is you understand you're outside of societal norm. So you're trying to do things to normalize. So man, because when I'm smoking weed or when I'm doing any substance, at the time that I'm impacted by that substance, I'm, as we just joked and said, I'm outside. At that moment, you don't recognize in those times that you're still out of the spectrum of norm. So it makes you feel like you're normal, but you're not. You just don't recognize it. It's like hiding the reality from yourself, because this makes you feel in those moments I don't recognize, so I'm not out of place in a party, in a social setting, and I can interact. Everybody else, even the people who get high and don't trip out, are thinking, "Man, this dude goes hard. Just he's out of control." Like, you know what I'm saying? Even high, you're thinking, This is more than just a drunk person." Like some of us, I'm a social drinker, right? If somebody gets completely
Mhm.
out of control, I'm not, because I'm a brain balanced person. I'm still looking at the person who is doing the most. And I'm going, wow. I mean, I know I've had a couple drinks, but that is insane. They're breaking up stuff and, you know, taking off clothes and doing all the things that are extreme. So, yes, to answer Banger's question, anytime your check and balance for the average person is this. And here it is. Here's our test. Heidi, Banger, Candy, when we've all been low, when you're at your lowest low, when you're
Mhm.
in the middle of a breakup, when your children do things that are completely outrageous, do you want to kill them? Do you want to murder? Do you want to go murder the person that the person that it left you for, because they don't want you anymore? Do you actually do these things you wouldn't even consider? Do you want to pick up a gun and go to a school and shoot 19 children in the face?
Fuck no.
Ever? Okay, that thought doesn't even cross your mind. So here's the other thing I'm gonna tell you tell on this panel for the last time. When we talk about mental illness, and when I say that thought wouldn't even cross your mind, that means stop trying to understand what you are incapable of understanding, because your brain doesn't work that way. That's the big statement. Stop trying to bring reason to your reasonable brain balanced self to a person who's unglued and no balance. I don't think my son would kill me, but maybe I can't predict anymore. What I used to be able to predict inside of normal differences are gone. So I don't know what the stimuli is inside your head that tells you I'm the enemy and you need to extinguish me, and you might just pick up a knife and just slit my throat. It could happen. I know that in his right mind he's not that guy. But outside of that, I can no longer predict its behavior. It's like a rabid dog. You don't know.
Mhm.
So stop. So when people start talking like this lady was talking on Twitter, nobody takes that shit seriously. When people start talking like that young lady did, who slit the throats of her kid, one survived, one didn't. Nobody takes that seriously. When
They
people
sure
start
don't.
when people overusing, and while they're high, while they're out of their mind, They're telling you some crazy shit. You just dismiss it because you're examining all of
Or
that
you
and you're
just say they're
processing.
crazy.
Exactly. And but you do it through your own sense of normal.
Yeah,
And that's what I'm trying
definitely.
to say. And now we're all tripping because stress is the reason why that everybody goes to the far extreme and then they manage it with substance. And we are never more stressed out as a human species than we are now. Today, I had to turn my TV off. I said, "Oh, we're at the brink of war. It's going to happen. Let me just turn the TV off. I can't watch this anymore. I'm done."
It
I
breaks
turned
my heart too much to watch it. I have to
I
turn
turned it
it.
off. Well,
I have to turn it off
I don't want to be
because I
blindsided.
still be hurting and crying and feeling so sad
Yeah,
for the innocent people
yeah,
that have nothing to do with nothing.
yeah.
Our people,
But
especially because it's our people, but all of them, like it's fucking stupid.
it's crazy. When I looked at
Mhm.
that and I thought to myself, I can only imagine my child flipping out and throwing my grandson who's 5 months old out of a speeding car on the 405 freeway.
That's crazy.
What?
Hey, Toya. Hey, everybody
Who's
in the
Mr.
chat.
Jordan? Because
Hey,
in case you,
Toya.
yeah, I don't. If I don't recognize, Banger, go ahead and do this for me. You quick, trigger finger.
Go ahead. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
Candy,
Nah,
is
just tell
this
him take off your
cousin?
camera. Mr. Jordan, take off your camera so we can see you first. We're not letting you on your stage until we see you, Mr. Jordan. Because he never even said nothing in the chat.
Yeah, nothing in the chat I don't recognize. Yeah, let's just not. Sorry, you guys. We're a very welcoming group, but the trolls on YouTube, what they come on with the porn and the racist comments, and I just would rather not.
That
So
was
yeah,
one of them. That was
yeah.
one of them.
If I don't recognize your name, you just can't hop up here.
Dad, Candy, what's up? They I don't know. They come over here a lot.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely do. Candy gets a lot of
Because she's
stalking
candy
here.
coated. It's like candy. That's what she needs to play with her.
Oh yeah, yeah, maybe the name
That's
draws them.
why she's candy coated. So
Yes,
Yeah.
they
they think she's about
And
that
it,
yeah.
nipple life. She's
yeah,
not.
and they got me one time. One time somebody came up here and all of a sudden it was just porn. I said, "Oh my God." So never again. So I know that, yeah. Sorry, new people. I'm very welcoming, but if I never seen you here in the chat participating or talking amongst the people or anything and never seen your name, you're not gonna get up
And
here with
still
that.
didn't come in the chat. Still didn't say nothing in the chat. So you know
Uh-uh.
now.
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
that was something.
Hey Toya.
But any hootie kids. So that's pretty much it. I just, I turn that on and I just, and it's so much. And today I was saying to my mom, and this is interesting about the kid thing, you know, I, why aren't we ever willing to acknowledge the damage, the repeated damage that we do by not acknowledging, with this whole, and this is, I don't want to, this is not a pro life conversation, but the damage that a mindless adult can do consciously by continuing to just bring kids into just the most jacked up situation. It doesn't mean that miracles don't happen, but trust that those who survive that are the miracles. So we don't get to pick. But what I'm saying is, I'm really just talking about the responsibility of going down this path over and over and over again. And I was talking to my mom about that today at brunch, and I'm just like, man, nobody's really truly picking up the pieces. And a kid born into a situation that is completely fractured. I'm not talking about differences. I'm talking about there are people who aren't even capable to understand the magnitude of parenting. It doesn't mean you're going to be perfect, and it doesn't mean you're not going to make mistakes, and it doesn't mean none of that. But I'm talking about just fuckery, like crazy stuff. And they're just doing it over and over and over and over again. And as if I don't know, man. I'm confused. It baffles me, and there's some things that I would love to be a more responsible approach legally, but then I don't want to ever implement those things because they would only affect minorities, because that's what is always trying to be done and controlled. It's the whole thing. I'm just tired. I'm exhausted. I think that the bulk of people in the world are good people. The bulk of
Mhm.
people in the world are conscious people. The bulk of people in the world really care about the outcome of others and the world. It's just that I just feel like the people on the fringes are so loud now, and they're so dominant, that people who just are trying to make a difference and make their way in the middle are just floating, because all the waves are being made by the extremists, and I hate it. That's pretty much
Well,
that.
I need you to one day when you free, I want to do like a mental health. Um,
But you better hurry up before I go crazy.
what? What?
I'm on a countdown.
Okay.
I'm
Look, you
count
might
I'm
have to help yourself.
I,
Oh my
I'm count
goodness.
I'm counting down Candy to insanity. It's coming.
But now listen. When I was editing the video, y'all. When I was editing the video, I did a couple of researches. Uh, Seen Jag have an interview. Um, what happens with these girls, man? I came to a conclusion that they probably been drugging these girls, been putting stuff in their stuff, in they drink, and this probably been going on for years. But people have different reactions to certain things,
Hmm.
and I'm thinking like that's how a lot of them, you know, get messed up.
By being drugged?
Yeah,
Of
yeah,
course. I
yeah.
mean, that's what I really want to get into. I said it the other day on my live that was deleted, but I want to talk about, the perspective of the being amongst the stars in the galaxy, and yet somebody who is observing stars. And the observers are, you don't understand what it's like until you're in the galaxy. You're not amongst it. You can only look at it from a distance. And so y- that part, I think, is the deepest part, because you're wanting to belong. And that's not a negative thing. We all do. Everybody wants to be a part of something in this world. There's not a human being, and if you don't believe me, tell me one person, other than we could point to Christ and we don't know him personally, who got born on their own. We all came through the same, you didn't get here by yourself. Everybody had a mother of some kind. Nobody just got made out of clay and set in the world and said, "Hey, there you go." In other words, we're meant to connect. And so yes, Banger, what you're saying is true. And I think that when the culture of entertainment, and this is where it gets deep, be, takes you down the road that this is the norm, in that culture, let's just keep this real. I, Marla Annette McCraw Thomas, am abnormal. I have been chastised by some of the powers that be in the culture about, and I'm not even loud about it, but just at a function. We have a question for you, three of them. What's up? Why do you feel like you have to label everything? Mike, what are you talking about? And honestly, if I'm just going to keep it all the way real, we don't need to talk about who, what, how, when, and where. But the question came to me after advances were made on me by some females that
Oh.
tried to
Uh-huh.
come underneath my bathroom stall on the real, and I'm like rejecting this. And I said, and the statement was made. I said, first of all, you can be who you want to be. I'm not tripping on anybody. But when you assert yourself on me, and that's not what I want, well, you need to understand that they just love beautiful women, and we think you're a beautiful woman. And I said, well, hot shit. So what? I'm strictly Bickley, so get out. Like that doesn't turn me because of you are who you are. I, and so I'm not trying to change you. You don't have the option to flip me. Period. Now that's real. So what I'm trying to tell you is that's the environment. So you don't speak up, but you just need to disappear. Because what is my problem that I won't sit here and do and Molly's and get completely out of my mind and become whatever you need me to become in the moment because you're attracted to me and I just need to be reckless because here we are together. What's wrong with me that I and then when you can't do that, then you know what? You don't get invited to those parties but 2, 3, 4 times. Don't invite her because she's not about that life. And that's good. You learn who you're true. That's why I say all the time, I know everybody. I'm only friends with a few.
Mhm.
That's my statement. I know them all.
You know
I've
what?
rubbed
Ooh,
I've
say that
rubbed
again.
shoulders
Say
with
that because look, a lot of people need to ingest that little tidbit.
I
Say that
said,
again.
I know I have met everyone from Oscar to Grammy on both sides of entertainment. I am only friends. I only call a few friends, and that's 3, maybe
Mhm.
4. Because those are people that I truly know their souls and they truly know mine. And we have a mutual love and respect for who we are with all the differences and all the bullshit and all the blah, blah, blah. But I'm not trying to be part of, I don't need to be part of your people at the expense of my soul. That's just Marla. And that's rare. And that's not a bragging thing. It's just the truth. I can't lose myself. It's not in me. I love to have fun. I love to accept people for who they are. Do your thing, boo. It's fun. Have some of the funnest moments ever. I've had a great life. But there's a line for me that I don't want to be over there because I don't get to come back from that. We were just talking about that. And let me just tell you, this is hilarious. My dad's a pro athlete to the max.
Mhm.
And that Negro is what you would imagine he was. Because he got divorced from my mom when I was 14. He never got remarried. So he's a lifetime bachelor. I was teasing him to teasing him today because he's like, hey, have you noticed that the middle of my mustache doesn't grow back? And I won't tell you what I said, but I said, he treats me like a son. I said, well, that happens when you get 80. That's called cunnilingus mange. He said, okay, that's it. Go to the kitchen. I said, God, God is punishing all these places. So he laughs and we joke all the time. But what he told me is, he said, look, and I was like a boy, like I learned being inside of a family like this. My dad said, Marla, every man gets advances. Imagine if it was a tsunami amount of women. I don't know anybody who doesn't ultimately give in to something. It's very rare. And Dave used to say, I used to say, Dave, you've never been attracted to anybody. You had, you know, blah, blah, chasing you down, which is, A-listers, but was saying, that I got a crush on you, blah, blah, blah. He said, I don't even spend time. After a show, I'm in the limo, I'm out. Because I don't have that interest. But at the same time, I'm not going to stay there and be in the mode of open to, you're on the road with people for a long time. That's his choice. What I'm saying is that it is a lot of people. It is coming into your hotel room, changing your name because 2 flotches are in your room. Before you get there, they're there inside of his room saying, hey, he's like, how the hell did you get in here? They got the key because they know the people who run the hotel. So what I'm trying to tell you is that's expected. So my dad told me, I said, Dad, how do you even, what the hell, bro? And we were talking about this with Tiger Woods. He said, we are taught as athletes. Basically, you do what you're going to do. You bring her into your room. And when the deed is done, you put $50. And that was back in the day, I'm sure. You put money on the table, on the nightstand. And you say, hey, baby, here, go buy yourself something nice. And right then and there, she takes the money, she paid for it. You paid for it. That's consent. I said, well, I'll be damned. Really? Well, I'll be damned. He said, absolutely. And so I got caught up on game. I was young. So what I'm saying is, when you talk about banger being drugged and all these things, I don't even think in the beginning you're just abiding by the culture. You're not being drugged. You're consensually participating in a lot of cases because everyone else
Right,
is.
right, right, right. Exactly,
You're just
exactly.
doing what we're all doing. But come on, it makes you feel good. Try this, take this. You didn't realize that you were going to get so caught up. And then it's, oh, she's willing. Hey, let me come buy you something nice. I got offered before I got married to Dave by a football player from the Rams, not just to fly me. Let's just be friends. I want to fly you. You say you're in love with this guy, you're married. Let me fly you guys to New Orleans. I said, I don't need any more friends. I'm good, but it's nice to meet you. And it's nice, blah, blah, blah. You're a nice guy, whatever. And I'm out. And that's why I tell the story all the time, because it was my choice to not wrap my daughter up in foolishness. That's real because it goes that quickly. And then what happens once you get used to the lifestyle? What happens once that's his? What happens to my mother when that's my father's culture? What happens to my mom? And she's spoken out online, or I wouldn't say it. We've had all kind of really deep conversations that we've had openly. When you're afraid to call the hotel after 10 o'clock at night, because if he doesn't pick up, you already know the deal. So you just stop calling. But he wants to know where you are. But you have learned to stay in your place. But your bills get paid. She's a working woman too, but it doesn't matter. You stay home. You're answering phones from the itches that are calling our house. I'm answering the calls at 9, 10, 11 years old. You're hanging up in my face. That's the way it works. But by then, he's done some stuff for you. Hey, baby, here's $1,500. Hey, here's 20 grand. Hey, take this. Hey, do something for yourself. Hey, you need a car? Okay. That's how that works. So then you're out there. And then you know what else? I'm just keeping it all the way real tonight. Then they always, I used to want to punch my dad in the head. Why are you constantly promising what they say they want? You're always putting that on the line. You're never going to marry anybody else. You are a scoundrel, sir. I love you. And I'm not one of your side chicks, so it doesn't matter. But I'm saying it'll never happen. But you promised them that. Hey, you know what, baby? I got something special for you when I come off this when the season's over. You'll be happy. And you're thinking you're about to get married because that's what you've promised over and over and over again. It was never going to happen because there's one in every city. There's one in every city. You're not special. And when you find out you're not special, first your feelings are hurt, then your needs are met. And then what? Then you're gone so far where you don't feel like you have any more value outside of him. Then where are you? How are you going to get another Diddy to take me? Because Diddy's marked you. You're his property. You're marked. So allegedly cars blow up. Because I
Mhm.
might think you might have some more value, but he makes it known behind the scenes, back the hell up. When I'm married and I'm at Brave Stadium meeting my dad after a game, been married, and Dave Justice and a couple guys come out the clubhouse, and I'm waiting on my dad in the tunnel, and they're like, "Damn man, who's that?" And my dad lost his mind. Hey man, nah, fuck that. I don't play that. That's my daughter. And I laughed at him. I said, dude, I'm not thinking about them. I said, I got me. I'm good. But you know why you're so mad? Because you're that dude. That's, that's why you're mad. You're tripped out because what if I jump? What if I say, you know what? Hey, what's up? What's up? All right, here's my number. Hit me up. You don't want me to be treated like you're treating them because I'm your daughter. So there you go. There's a little education for you.
Okay.
And I had to say that to address what Banger's saying, because that's pretty much what it is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You want to be down.
You got to be down because you
Yep.
can't be in the room if you're not down for very long. You can't
Right.
maintain. And you're enamored. Can you imagine that? Like, oh, wow, this is what you guys all do. Huh. You seem to be fine. You're wealthy. You're famous. Nothing's wrong with
Uh,
you. You got a stellar career. You got money running out your butt. Well, then if you drug like this all the time, me too.
Right. 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 Thinking they smoking a bunch of weed and there's a bunch of pills in the weed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or telling you, Justin, did you see did any of you guys on the panel see the movie with Elvis? The Elvis movie?
No, I didn't.
this latest one, I
Yes.
did watch this latest one. Mm-hmm.
Similar. So you know how she was so young and then
Mm-hmm.
he started giving her pills and now she's taking pills to get up and pills to go to sleep. But he made that part of the glamorous lifestyle. When her parents let her go over there when she was a teenager,
Yeah.
but she's enamored. Oh my God, that's Elvis. So I'm saying it in that way because I really want people to begin to view it with a little bit more compassion because I probably have not run into anybody else that would not trade a lot for that to be them, on all honesty. I think there's very few people that are so steeped in their purpose beyond that maintain the boundaries and the fences of their soul. I'm so trusting that what I'm meant to do is so about the truth of that I'm not willing to compromise it to get to a place that I think I'm supposed to be. I'm gonna be good right here.
Nah, that was deep. For real, that was deep.
You know what's even deeper? If
Mm.
David Thomas doesn't learn how to take an Uber from the airport, that Negro's gonna be walking, calling me up texting me from the plane. Honey, my flight gets in at 12:50. I'm like, oh my God. So I'm sitting up here. Oh, it's hilarious.
Are you at the airport waiting?
No, I'm at my house. I told him don't even
Oh.
text me till you're off the plane. Text me after you
Oh.
land and get off the plane, and then I'll come there. That's the Candy. That used to be one of my. I used to do stand up comedy. That used to be one of my routines. I'm like, love gets old when this is back in the day. I'm like, man, when I first got married, he would come home. I'd have signs made. The kids were all done. I was all made up and cute, teeth brushed, all happy, waiting at the gate. Year two, I'm like, okay, the flight lands at 2. By the time he comes through security, we'll be on the other side of security. We'll get to the airport at 2:10. The third year, I'm like, hey, bro, I got all these kids. I'm not trying to, I'm
Can
like,
you get yourself home? Can you get
literally,
yourself
I'm
home?
like, can you get a cab? Like, what? You think what are you doing? I'm not getting up and packing the kids up and doing all this. It was hilarious. I'm like, this, and he would come home with his throat wrapped up in a scarf, and I'm supposed to respect that you did some shit. I'm like, you're an a cappella singer. What? Talking about, I'm, honey, I'm exhausted. And I'm like, do you see I'm pregnant with the third baby, and the other two are tearing the house apart. I'm like, okay. Oh yeah, you're exhausted. Okay, sure, Mr. Thomas. What can we get you, Mr. Thomas? Like it's a joke in our family, even to this day. Dave's like, she's cruel. I'm like, I'm not cruel. He goes on the road. You're fully catered to. Stop it. You come home. You do me. I bet you I can do you.
Marla said, I can sing these songs.
Listen, I can't sing no songs, but I can live his life.
Skibbity deep deep doo. Skibbity doop
Candy.
doo.
You know what? When you guys come, you know what we should do for fun? We're gonna turn on some music, and we should
Mhm.
just popular music, even if we have if we have a DJ or whether it's not, just start singing your way. Dave can't take it. After a while, he'll be correcting your parts. He does it in the car, and I'm like, he's like, he'll put me back on what he thinks is the key I'm supposed to be in, and I'm like, turning the music up loud. I'm like, I don't care. I said, bro, I'm just here in the car. This is karaoke Marla time. Leave me be. Honey, do you not hear the note? I'm like, but Bang, as far as you're concerned, whenever you need it, for sure. And Candy, as far as you're concerned, just I'm waiting for you to book a time.
Well, you could
Oh,
actually start with that what you was talking about. Somebody got thrown out of a car or something like that. I'm gonna look
Yeah.
it up.
Oh yeah, it was a popular. She was an influencer. This happened this past week, and she stabbed her boyfriend, killed him.
yeah, we talked
Everybody,
about it the other day in here. We talked about it.
yeah,
Yeah.
everybody's
Oh,
dead but
you
the
did?
9-year-old.
Mhm.
I ain't hear it. I ain't hear it then. All right.
Yeah.
Everybody's dead but the 9-year-old. She had a 8-month-old baby, a 9-year-old, her boyfriend, and she stabbed and killed him.
Mhm.
Got the kids, threw them out on the freeway, and then drove herself 100 miles an hour into a tree and killed herself. And the 9-year-old was hugging the 8-month-old baby, and the baby died, and the 9-year-old lived.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
sad.
isn't that crazy? And then and supposedly she's blaming it on this happened the
The
solar
eclipse.
eclipse day. The
Hmm.
day with the solar eclipse.
She was saying that the day of
Oh,
reckoning is coming,
wow. Wow.
Yeah,
and
because I
and
know
it was.
I pushed this things because she was tweeting all crazy, so they got all her
Mhm.
tweets and yeah.
Yeah, she was telling everybody it's time for you to decide. You have to choose. The day is here. It was the day of reckoning. I just, I guess I just want to begin to help people not just to recognize it, but to know what to do. That's my big thing. I really want to help people. My gift at this point, having survived 3 violent attacks in my house, is the gift of de-escalation from mental illness. That's a that's a skill to do that. Because nature is fight or flight. When you're in the middle of that, number one, your first instinct is to talk them out of it, right?
You said say it again to talk them out of it.
That's the first instinct. When somebody's saying something that is completely out left field, you're gonna try to talk them out. You're gonna try to reason with someone who's unreasonable. They can't be reasoned with. So, like my son said, how do I feel giving birth to Jesus? Straight up question. The normal person would say, "What are you talking about? You are not. I'm. That's ridiculous. You're not Christ. Do you understand what you're saying? Like you can't. You can't. Like the fact that is it's natural. It's like a knee jerk response to try to bring somebody to a reasonable logic that they're not able to do. So not trying to. The more you talk them out of a delusion, the angrier they get. Then you become part of their problem. But it's almost impossible without education to not do that. If Candy said right now, started calling me Sabrina,
Mhm.
not just me, you, Heidi, all of us are going to be like, Candy, who are you talking about? You know that's Marla. How long have you been talking to her? Look, you guys can say what you want, but I know Sabrina's on the panel and blah 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 blah. Right? So to try to just, you're not going to readily accept she's in a delusion, and that's just that. So that's the first thing that we do that's wrong. The second thing we do is we have to isolate them. You can give them access to nothing or no one. You clear everything of value out of the way, which is all everything that lives, humans and pets. So if I heard this lady talking that way, I would acknowledge, yeah, I don't know what's going to happen on the day of reckoning, and that's really unfortunate. This is stressing you out. Let me take the kids, and then I take the children away. I've had to do it in my house. The incident we had in our family, Dave took my grandson and gave the grandson to the baby, our baby, and
Mhm.
said, "Until we settle this, take the baby, go in your room, and shut the door. Don't open it until we come get you. For no reason, do not open this door." Because you don't know what's going to happen. And I don't think that in that moment, I don't think that her goal was him. She was just so angry and outraged at baby daddy that the baby would get caught up, if that makes any sense. It's not directed at him. But the bottom line is, that's what you have to do. Save innocence first. So let me isolate this person so I can deal with them. Now, currently, I won't, like, I called my son when I was there. I saw him a couple times before. I just got back home. When I was there, Dave said, "Did you see DJ?" I said, "No." I said, "I called him, but he was kind of not talking right." Well, I've now learned that my husband doesn't care. Dave will go in. I can't do it because I can't defend myself so many times. If I have a hand on the hand combat with this grown man, I can't come out good every time. You know what I'm saying? If it's any of my daughters, I'll take my chances because it's two women. But isolate the people. That's number two. Take away all things innocent. Everything that's living, children and pets that cannot defend themselves, get them out of the way. And then the third thing is you have to reduce all stimuli. The amount of energy I spend talking to you guys, I can't do that in my house. When I'm talking to my son, my voice always sounds like this. "Okay, D, I totally get it. What would you like for me to do?" It never goes beyond this. I'm never elevated and I'm never flat. I'm here. All the, undulations in my voice when I'm passionate about something are gone. D, I really don't want to have to do this, but for your safety, I'm going to step out of the house. I'm going to have to call the police. So when I come back, I'm going to be accompanied by the police. I do love you. And I keep facing forward so I'm not blindsided. He doesn't kill me or stab me and do whatever behind my back. I can at least have a chance to defend myself. And I
Mhm.
back out of a room and I back out of my front door and I shut the door and I wait for the police. And then I tell the police, "There's 8 of you guys out here. Only one of you can talk. One can stand ready just in case. He's never done anything physical with a weapon before, but I can't tell you that it won't be the first. One needs to talk and the other one needs to just be prepared for safety. And everybody else needs to stay out here with me because I'm not going to go either. And we all need to shut the hell up because he has too much going on." I tell my neighbors, "Get back in your house. Thank you. I'll let you know when it's done." That's how it works.
Mhm. Yep.
And that's how I've been able to save my son's life multiple times.
Thank you for the super sticker, Nicole. What you guys are definitely gonna have to get more into this. Look, I'm gonna remind both of you guys to set up the show. I was waiting on you, Marla, because we were waiting on Dave.
Well, Dave comes home tonight at 12:50. We'll be online tonight with you at 1:10 because you need to see what it's like to go to the airport in the middle of the night. So you go ahead and
Oh,
you drink some coffee, get your questions ready. I'm just
child.
I'm messing with you, Candy. You want to know what life is like around here? Join the club.
Dave better still be hopping in that Uber.
you know. Well, just know that I really love you guys, and everything that I am and everything I've experienced, I always love sharing with you guys, because I think that every time that you guys have
We
one of those
appreciate it.
platforms, you guys help. It's not just me, it's all of us. Heidi's on here, she opens up and talks about her situation and her sons, and not in a mental health way, but just everybody has something at all times that they're overcoming, and I truly appreciate this platform.
Oh,
And
I
We
we
can put.
appreciate
appreciate
I
you
can
you
bring
too.
up.
also.
Sorry, Banger. Go ahead, Banger.
What'd you say, Banger?
Oh no, I was just telling Miss Marla we appreciate her also.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I could tell some
Definitely.
stories now, but I be trying to be quiet now. I be trying to
No,
digress these
Heidi, you
days.
and I talk, we talk, and I'm just saying, I think
Yeah, we
that,
do. I
and
follow
even,
you when you were talking about the mental health stuff that day. I rode with you through all that traffic.
yeah, yes, she was.
I
She
rode
was
with you
like,
for like an
I,
hour and a half.
I showed the traffic, and Heidi said,
All I
damn.
could say was damn.
I was
Y'all, there
like,
was so much traffic. I said, that's why I hate Atlanta. Because you gotta go 80 miles an hour. When you go, man, if you ain't going 80 miles an hour, your ass is out of there. But when I'm in a lot of traffic, I don't want to be bumper to bumper. I'm never on nobody's ass. And it's just like I saw that shit and I was like, damn, you gotta sit in that shit for how long? She took forever to get out that little bitty area.
it was not right. It was not right. Normally, I can
But
drive from LA to Vegas in 3.5 hours easy, like flat. I'm back between my doorstep and Lexi's doorstep. And this day, and I stayed and played pickleball. When I got on the freeway, I was like, I should be okay. It's 2 o'clock. And the minute I wasn't even out of Burbank, I was like, oh my God. And I had to inch my way all the way to the 15 through Hesperia, which is a whole nother subject. And I couldn't believe I was still out there. I was like, what the hell? Took me six hours this last time, double the time.
well, I was riding with you for an hour and a half and then my phone died. I didn't even realize it was dying.
Well, anytime, like I said, I mean, it's a discussion that I think that our community has to have over and over and over again. And I just want us to start having it without shame. I really do. Like, you have to talk about the tough stuff, but believe it or not, at the bottom of it all, exposure is different than shame. It, we need to expose the truth, but not shame the victims and or the process. That's the difference.
Yep, that's very
We're not,
true.
yeah, we're not trying to beat them up.
Did my sound go out?
You
Oh man.
outside. You
Uh,
outside. Not only did your sound go out,
you pop
Now I
down.
hear you. Yeah.
your little face is gone. You got a little troll circle up there.
Yeah.
Oh for real? Oh man.
Yeah.
Your
It
avatar
looks
says,
like you're a ghost.
yeah,
You're
your avatar says trolling. That's all. It's okay. We
you're an
understand.
invisible person. But
So
yeah, can't I mean, Marla, when you was talking about the mental health and stuff, I had been going through it's a praise moment. It's definitely a praise moment. Like today was like a day that I said, wow, prayers come true. And I know that I'm 52 years old, but when my kids today, my boys weren't talking. They were arguing. They said some real hateful shit to each other. You know what I'm saying? And this
yes,
morning, they both woke up and decided, in some way or another, they sent messages back and forth on Snap. And my oldest one, he sent just the praying hands, like, bro, I'm not even with that. So then my son, my oldest, biologically, he thought about it when he saw the praying hands. He was like, bro, this is stupid. And I've been telling them that, like, it breaks my heart. It tears my heart to the wits ends, because they're both ADHD times 10,000, and they're headstrong like their daddy. They're, you know what I'm saying? It's just there's times when they bump heads and it's not nice. It's not pretty. Like they argue real bad when it's if that moment happens. And sometimes I feel like it's, because Braxton had like mom and dad at home, for the most of the time up until he was like 15 years old. So he had made those remarks years in the past, and him and Braxton would go at it. But today, like, he called me and he showed me a picture. Well, he snapped me and showed me a picture that he was at his daddy barbershop. He was like, "What's your address?" And I called Braxton. I said, "Your brother's coming, because I mean, we live in the same complex, and I don't, y'all beefing. I don't want y'all fighting or nothing. I hate that." They got together and like, y'all, it's like a feeling where a mother's prayers are something really freaking true.
Yep.
And mental health is
Amazing.
in that. The mental health is in that because I don't remember what it's called because it's been so long. Um, where they have the ADHD bipolar disorder. So it's different, from the regular bipolar.
Absolutely.
And so many people don't understand when I say that. I tell their daddy, "You're having a bipolar moment," because he's ADHD. You know what I'm saying? He'll go in the barbershop from 7 in the morning till fucking 11 at night if the money's in there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So they've instilled that, both of them, in one way or another. I don't care if it was they hustle or anything else. Whatever they had to met by any means, their kids was gonna eat. You know what I mean? But today was just a praise moment when they both, when my son walked from around his front of where his apartment is to my apartment and walked with my grandbabies. And my stepson didn't bring my other grandbabies this time. He just brought his pregnant girlfriend. So I get to meet my new granddaughter. Her name is gonna be Kanaya.
Oh, nice.
Yes, and I'm so excited. I'm
Well,
so
I'm
excited.
I'm hugging you in joy from
But
afar.
today was beautiful, and I even they were listening to y'all. Just want to tell you earlier, not y'all, but like listening to Bangers post that he posted, or video he posted, and they was like, "Damn, that's how y'all be getting down on y'all on that little panel you be on." I said, "Why it got to be a little panel? Why can't it be? It's the big banger panel." And they was like, "You be up there repping for your peoples, don't you?" I said, "You fucking right."
That's
Like I did. I
hilarious.
cussed them. I cussed my Uber out, Miss Marla. I told you that in chat that day.
Well, I didn't hear. I kind of. I didn't. You didn't really say much.
I wasn't gonna put it out there. I was gonna wait, like, but it's just funny. And the little guy was just talking, and he brought up your daughter, and I was like, "Oh yeah, yeah." So I
Right.
already, I done seen it. I'm a mother, and I deal with some touches of mental health. Like my oldest, he still deals with the SSI, so he still has to go be seen sometimes. But I was like, "Are you serious? You sit here and you're talking about this lady, and he's not knowing. Like, I really know who you are. Like, pretty
Right.
much."
Well, that's the beauty. To me, that's the
It
beauty
was
of
hilarious to me because I was
of
like, "Sir,"
contact.
and he was zesty, um, with his blue bonnet hair, yeah, but when he said, "Yeah, her mom was a bitch," and I said, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, hey, hey, hey." I said, "Wait a
Right.
minute, who's her mama?" And he said, "That lady Marla." I said, "Oh, you talking about Miss Marla Thomas?" And he looked at me like, "What?" Like,
Right. Oh, so you know her
you
government
on
name.
first and second name basis?
You know the government. You know what the
Yeah.
government
And he
named her.
goes, "Yeah, she was a real bitch." And I said, Did you just you saw clips? When you watch reality shows, you see clips, right? See, what happens is when a person is talking, they can take and twist your words and put just parts and stuff out that makes you look like the bad guy. I said it happens every day. And he looked at me, and I told you, I said, I didn't like literally curse, but I was so nice, nasty. I was like, "But
Right.
I'm gonna tell you right now." I said, "Don't you never in my fucking presence ever talk about that lady like that again. You don't know nothing about that lady, and you don't know what she's dealing with a daughter that has the issues that she has." I said, "So you might need to do your research." I said, "Because yes, she's a great person, but she has mental disorders." The fuck?
Right.
Then he's just like, "Oh damn, so you know this lady?" I wasn't going to put him in my business. I was like, "Yeah, we know each other personally."
No,
Why?
you should do it. Yeah,
said,
I
we
mean,
know each other
that's
personally. Why? I said, I've been to her house. I sat on her couch. I said, look, because I've literally sat on your couch with you on your live. So I said,
right.
it's white.
Hilarious.
Look, I said it's white, and she got a big light that goes over the top. He looked at me and he goes, "Wow, you really know that lady? You know famous people."
Hilarious. So,
It
but
was
you know what you
cute.
should have said, Heidi? You should have said, so wait a minute. So that's all it took to change your opinion? You don't care? And that's the part that really gets me.
I
They don't
laughed
care
about
about
it.
Moniece.
No,
That's
they
the
don't.
point. That's the point. If you cared about her, you would want to help in a way that was helpful when you have a path to do that. You don't care about her. You care about the sensationalism she brings to you at her
That's what I
expense.
said. I said
That's it.
so. I said she's no different. I said she's a cool ass lady. I said and she's a great mother. She's a great grandmother. I said and like I don't even know if you did you even ever really pay attention? Do you know this lady? Like he just was like you know how people will teeter totter and keep going back and forth with you a little bit like tit for tat kind of.
Right. He was
So
like,
I'm not a
damn, I
tit
got
for
the
tat person. So before I would have snatched that blue off his head, I was kind of sitting back there being nice because you got to get me to my destination.
right.
Because
I was like,
if
he was
not,
like, damn,
look,
wrong writer.
yeah, if not, I'm gonna start shaking my phone, and when I shake my phone, it calls 911. Okay, if I shake it, if I know how to shake my damn phone, it'll
He's
call 911
hilarious.
when I'm in the Uber. So I said, this little boy gonna put my ass on the side of the road.
That's hilarious. Well, just remember that,
I love
love is my defense. Other than that, I don't really need any.
I was trying to see what they said in the chat. I'm so blind. And that's I'll go digger.
Nicole growled her
Nicole.
glam
Nope.
up.
Okay,
All
you
right, well,
guys. Well, we're
Candy,
gonna.
It was fun. It
get
was
out of
fun.
here.
Yep.
Let us know.
It was fun.
Yep. I would definitely let you
All
know,
right.
Marla. And I wanted to
Yes.
thank everybody for coming through tonight, just for a quick little chat. This was
Chit chat.
nice. Thank everybody for coming through. And we will see you at the next one. Make sure you have your alerts on, your notifications for me and Z Banger, because you never know when we'll
What
be
happened to
on.
the What happened to the song? You're not playing it. You going to
I
sleep?
didn't even play the song today. I did
Right.
not play the song
What
today.
song?
But you
What
know what?
song?
I can play it to end. My little intro and outro song I play. Look, you must want to hear this song. Let me play it.
We want to hear
Okay,
the
you
song,
guys.
Candy.
See y'all
Y'all have a good
later.
night.
Good
Bye.
night.
Night.
Later.